Well, hello there and welcome back to the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel, where today I do have my preview and prediction ahead of Hull City versus Swansea City in the Championship live at the MKM Stadium tomorrow, 3 PM, traditional Saturday kickoff. So we have a lot to get through, so we will start off with our injury update. And we have actually got some good news coming out of our injury update, that being Cyrus Christie, Adama Traore and Aaron Connolly are all back in contention for this game this weekend. Cyrus Christie and Connolly have been sidelined with injuries, whilst Traore has recently returned from international duty representing Mali at the Africa Cup of Nations. Of course, we know that Mali went out due to Surrey's Ivory Coast side. Surrey now in the final, and we will have more updates on that on Sunday when the final takes place. Speaking ahead of his side's fixture against the Swans, head coach Liam Rosenior confirmed the trio would be available. All three of them could be involved, said Rosenior. Cyrus is back in full training, Aaron Connolly is back in full training, and Adama is back after international duty. It was their first day back training today on Thursday, so we'll have to assess the training from tomorrow and pick a squad from that. So I don't think any of them would start. Anyone that probably would be Adama Traore out of the contentions, but then of course you've got Anas Zarawi in, and he made a fantastic debut last week, so I think that he possibly will be on the bench. I think all three will possibly be on the bench, with Connolly being maybe the one more favoured to make an appearance tomorrow in a bit more of a dominant fashion. When you think about when we played Sunderland, we had 4 teenagers in the squad. Stan Ashby, Ollie Green, Tyrell Sellers-Fleming and Harry Vaughan. Alias Manesh, who is a little bit older but he's no longer at the club, was also in there. Our squad makeup is completely different. So it just shows how things are getting a little bit better for Hull City. Things are getting a little bit nicer as the club push on into the crucial part of the season, the last half of the season, as we push for playoffs. Now we'll go through my Hull City predicted starting 11, powered by friends over at Fanhub. Fanhub, it's a fantastic free app, rewards fans for being a fan of a football club, basically, and it's free. You get rewarded, you get free stuff. Why would you not go and download it? Use the link down in the description. Use my golden ticket code HUL-IZR. You'll get in, you get rewarded for using my code, and I will get a little bit of rewardness back, if rewardness is a word. So why would you not use Fanhub? You can predict your lineup, you can predict 5 games over the week, and also get up to date on everything news wise. Whatever clubs you support, you don't have to support Hull City to enjoy Fanhub. So starting 11 may look a little bit similar to the starting lineup that completely walked the park with Millwall. I say walked the park, it was a 1-0 win, but we was in a bit of dominant fashion. Ryan Alsop retains that spot in goalkeeper position. Of course, Matt Ingram was left out the side against Millwall due to the birth of his child. Not sure if he'll be back for this game. There was no official word. But anyway, I don't think he would start over Ryan Alsop, who is in good form at the moment, and Ivor Pandor still getting used to the way that Hull City like to play, getting used to the England game. Back 4 of Louis Coyle, Alfie Jones, Jacob Greaves, and then Ryan Giles. Back 4. Fantastic. Cannot make any complaints. Thought Ryan Giles put in a really strong performance in his first game. Looking likely he wants to make a bit more of a permanent fixture to Hull. We won't say that too early on, but he was tapping the badge come full time. Ahead of them, Regan Slater and then Tyler Morton. I'd be interested to see how this sort of changes up when Surrey is back from international duty, and whether it's a case of Slater's getting dropped with his reducing his game time, or we see a bit more of a rotational factor in play there, because I thought that Regan Slater's been fantastic in the absence of Jean-Michel Seri. Fabio Carvalho ahead of them, along with Anas Zarawi, Jayden Philogene, and then Ozan Tufan. Yes, it is the exact same starting 11 that we had against Millwall, and no, I'm not making any complaints about it. I think maybe the squad could be a bit stronger if Connolly was in training for a few more weeks, we could possibly seen him put in that starting role at striker. No Ohio, we've not seen too much of him, so I don't want to trust him with that starting striker position. And obviously, as we know, Billy Sharp, he's a key force off the bench with his current age. So not too many complaints though with starting 11. I think that this is probably the strongest starting 11 that we've had all season, and we're still without quite a few key players, which I think is very, very good. In other news, we have a lot of low news to break down. Put Dukan Sync on the screen, and I will come to that in a minute. So, midweek action, this is from Ryan Woods, made a 7-minute appearance for Exeter City. His first appearance, his debut for Exeter City in a 2-1 win over 10-man Peterborough. Harry Vaughan made another appearance for Bristol Rovers as they suffered a 2-0 loss. He played 62 minutes against Fleetwood. Jason Lakilo played a full 90 minutes in a 2-1 loss against Benfica. Of course, a Benfica side that do have Angel Di Maria, so Lakilo's really changing gears since going out on loan to Vizela. And then finally, Dukan Sinek, he made a 30-minute appearance, picking up a yellow card in a game against Istanbul Besiktas. That game ended up going to penalties, and Dukan Sinek managed to score one of the only 2 penalties for Hatayspor, but unfortunately they did get knocked out through a 3-2 loss on penalties there. So, last meetings between both sides. Of course, we met earlier on in the season when both Morton and Philogene grabbed goals for the Tigers in a nice 2-2 draw away from home. Before that, last season we met at the MKM Stadium, a 1-1 draw that was, and then of course that 3-0 loss with Tobias Figueiredo's masterclass over in Swansea in the earlier stages of last season. Form does tell a completely different story to where both clubs are. Of course, there is a few cup games in there for both sides, but we'll take it with a pinch of salt. So, out of past 5, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw for Hull City. Of course, since rebounding back from that Sunderland game, it looks like the form is going to be keep on going up with our next few fixtures being quite nice to us. But for Swansea, it's not really been going too well. Of course, 4 losses, 2 draws out of the last 5. 1 draw, sorry, not 2 draws. Doesn't make 5 if it's 4 draws and 2, yeah, whatever. 4 losses, 1 draw for Swansea. A few tricky fixtures in there. You're looking at the Leicester, the Southampton, of course the Bournemouth being in the FA Cup, but then your Birmingham and your not Peterborough, your Plymouth. You may be looking to win those games, especially giving, I believe that was Plymouth's first away win of the season. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Swansea, and the table will suggest that in 17th position, a whole 12 points below the Tigers. Of course, it's still tight. We do have a game in hand over them, and we are sitting 6th in the playoff places, looking very nice with the teams behind us having played an extra game to us. Of course, the extra game coming in a few weeks' time against Southampton, so we'll see where our situation lies. Important win to keep the momentum going. I think 3 wins on the bounce will be fantastic for the Tigers. And I think that possibly the Tigers could do it. We'll wait in a minute to see what my score prediction is. Player to watch out for Swansea City. Of course, you could have gone for your Jerry Yates. You could have gone for many different people that Swansea do have going through the ranks that are doing quite well. Jerry Yates contributing with 6 goals this season. Jamal Lowe contributing with 6 goals this season. But I've gone for this man. He's contributed with 6 goal efforts with 4 assists and 2 goals himself. Matt Grimes sits in that sort of CDM role. I think that he's been a crucial part of the Swansea City squad this season, despite the losses and the draws and everything. He's been putting out good performances for them pretty much throughout the entire season. A very consistent player, so certainly a player to watch out for tomorrow. Hopefully it does not come and bite us in the bum. Score prediction, 3-0 win for the Tigers. I think it will be a nice win on what could be a miserable Saturday with the weather, but a nice win against Swansea City. 3-0, rectifying the 3-0 loss that Tobias Figueiredo handed us just a season ago. Goals for the Tigers coming through Anas Sarawi. I think he'll grab his first goal for the Tigers, and he was unfortunate not to grab one against Millwall, wasn't he? With that powering cannon, striking just off the keeper, ending up in Philogene scoring from that attempt anyway. But he is a fantastic player, and he is certain to grab a goal very, very soon, hopefully tomorrow. And then I'm predicting another brace. He didn't get the brace against Millwall, but hopefully he'll get the brace again tomorrow with Philogene grabbing 2. So I'll leave you with a photo of our Janilla Jolly, as you let me know down in the comments what you think about this game, your predictions, everything that you think I need to know. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, as I'll have my vlog out live after the game, so you do not want to miss that one. Follow me over on Twitter to get live up to date on everything Hull City, and up the Tigers. Go on!